to talk with him. And normally I was listening what he's saying, and he was telling me how he found his word.
Oh.
And I'm like, what do you mean? And he
What
said,
do you mean? Yes.
yeah, the word that is kind of his essence. And I still didn't really fully understand what he means, but then he started explaining, and for him I think it was creator or something, because he's also a designer and he's also very creative.
Create his own
Yeah.
things.
And he said, and why he picked that word is because to create, you can create relationships, you can create home, you can create life, you can create piece of art, you can create harmony. So he said this word for him, it applies to every part of his life, and that he really loved that he found the word that explains really a lot of his life. And he was like, Ivona, can you think of a word? And it took me really a lot to think of it. And after some days, I told him, I think I found the word.
Oh.
And I think that my word for now, at least, that my word is explore.
Oh.
That's why I put it. And since I found that word or identified that that's my word, I was thinking in which all the other ways, all the different ways. I feel like whenever I'm really happy or really sad or whichever emotion, I just, in every case, I just want to explore. I want to explore myself, my feelings. I want to explore other people. I want to explore my family. I want to explore the world. I want to explore what are the different ways you can live. And this is something that moves me, that makes me go. To make me live, right? So I really love this kind of, it was almost like an exercise that my friend told me. In a way, like try to find a word or maybe two words or maybe a sentence that for now defines you as a person.
Yeah, I think you're so related with the word explore.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're exploring the word. And you're so open to it.
Yeah, that's why it really is a important word for me, because sometimes I think like, oh, what am I doing in this world? Not in a pessimistic way, just in a like, and I'm like, yeah, actually,
Just wondering.
yeah, I'm just actually exploring, and I don't need another purpose. And actually, I feel so grounded since that day, because I think it's normal that we all look for the meaning of the life. But I also didn't want that my meaning is to become CEO, to become mother, to become, okay, maybe I can be all of that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
But I didn't want that my life is about the title. I didn't want that my life is about material achievement, career, or I wanted something abstract. And explore is for me enough abstract, but enough tangible. If you get what I mean.
I get it. 와, 진짜.
진짜.
Yes, it's like so.
You can think of your word.
Wow.
I think it's really nice exercise. And for example, my sister couldn't find, and I think she's young and she needs more time.
Yeah.
So maybe it changes through life, this word. But I think it's really nice to think about yourself in that way.
I'm gonna think about it.
Think about it. I think it can be very interesting.
I think it's worth it. Wow, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna answer you in December.
If you find the word, just tell me, hi Ivona, this is my word. This will be really cute.
I'm gonna send you my word.
Please.
Even though you're busy and
No.
you're not wondering.
I'm
I
gonna
want
for
to send
sure.
you.
And for sure, like it's really, I'm like that. I'm for sure gonna think about it, and I'm never too busy. I don't allow myself to be too busy to not have time for people. So I will be very happy no matter if it's in a year or if it's in a month. It will make me really happy.
Okay, I'm gonna think. Wow, you live your own life, so
You're so cute.
you're so cool. Because living like that is not easy.
As you said at the beginning, it's not easy, but then it becomes the only natural way.
Yeah.
I think you can really relate to that. Like I'm sure at the beginning for you was also hard and you were afraid and everything, but as we said, on that journey you never go back.
Yeah, I can't go back.
No, no.
You can.
No, because you developed another level of
Yeah.
mind, I think. I see it like that.
Yeah, right. It's developing.
Yeah.
It's not degrading.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know, growing up is painful always. Then you go back to Madrid, and how many days after you go to Rome?
After a week.
You must be yes, you must be tired.
Yeah. I think I will be, especially that there is a big race happening,
Yes.
but I think my excitement always overcomes that. And I think also with age I learned how to rest and when I need to rest.
Yes. Yeah, it's important to know how to rest.
Yeah, very. Especially when you move around a lot
Yes.
and you don't have a perfect routine or like sleeping schedule, which I don't want to have, but it can be challenging. These 2 weeks here for that were really challenging for me. It's really hard to rest. I think because I'm overly excited and I don't want to spend a lot of time just being in bed.
So energetic.
But in some days I really needed to. So I think when I come back to Madrid I will really focus on resting this week. Because also one of the most important things for the run is to be well rested.
To get a good condition is so
Yeah,
important.
exactly.
And it's a long learning, long running.
Long, yeah. I think this time I will run around 2 hours and 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow, so fast. 21 kilometers.
Yeah, let's see how I feel on that day. Like last time when I did it was 2 hours 28 minutes, but I was a little bit sick, so I expect to be faster, but I also don't need to. Like I don't have. I'm not doing it for the time. Actually, the reason why I'm doing it now is because it's first time in ever,
Really?
first time ever that half marathon
Oh,
in
first
Rome.
one?
No, in Rome is happening in all the um, like sites, like touristic sites, most beautiful and most valuable.
Oh, it's a unique
Yeah,
marathon?
yeah. Because
Oh,
normally marathons are organized out of the city.
yes.
You close one big street and you let people run. But this one is the first time ever that it's gonna be through
They opened it.
open the whole old town of the old city of Rome,
Oh.
and it's gonna be through all main squares, all main churches, all everything that you want to see when you go to Rome, like Colosseum and all the you see in pictures.
Wow.
We're gonna run through there.
You're gonna run
And-
through the Colosseum?
And yeah, and that never happened in history.
Wow.
So I think it's a really unique run. That's why I wanted to do it.
Oh, I want to go. Oh, in November?
It's 21st of October.
Oh, it's soon. Oh,
Soon.
wow. That is maybe the biggest event in Europe now.
I mean, for the running, I think it's actually pretty big.
So like sports, for them
And
it's a
for
big
the
thing.
city of Rome, for sure it's big.
Mm-hmm.
Because they never organized such a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure it's gonna be. And also when city is full of like sport events, it's a really special energy.
Sure.
Because majority of people will be either to run or to go to support the runner. So it's really beautiful, like emotion in the city. And then I'm gonna eat all the pasta of this world. Or pizza, actually, I like pizza more than pasta.
Oh, pizza. Oh, what is the most famous Spanish food?
No, this is in Italy. So in Italy, it's pasta and pizza. And in Spain, depends which part. But
Madrid.
in Madrid, I actually don't like Spanish food, so so better not ask me. In some parts, it's paella. It's a rice with normally seafood or meat.
Paella?
Paella.
Paella. Okay.
It's a
paella.
huge plate
Huge plate.
with rice, and it can be with vegetables or with seafood. It's the best one, I think. In Spain, a lot of potatoes.
Potato.
Yeah. And
How about pollo?
pollo, yes.
Octopus.
Yeah, a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
Seafood is nice. I like seafood in Spain.
Seafood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every region makes it differently. So seafood is nice. Also, if you like fried food, I don't, but this is really good dish. Is a fried calamari,
Calamari.
which is squid or octopus fried. It's really nice.
Yeah.
With lemon on top, it's really nice.
Oh, it sounds so nice.
Yeah. So I don't hate all Spanish food. It's not that I hate. It's just not my favorite. I
Yeah,
have to say.
yeah. You don't hate it?
I don't hate it, but it's not very healthy. So and I really eat healthy, and I care to eat very healthy. So I eat Spanish food maybe once in half of the year.
Really? Oh, you barely eat it?
I barely eat it. I normally cook. Or I
you cook
always
yourself?
Yeah.
But you cook not Spanish food?
No, never Spanish food. Ever in my life, I think.
Wow, you love Spain, you love Madrid, but
Yeah.
you don't like Spanish food.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny.
And also funny, I don't like Spanish boys. Like I never get attracted to Spanish boys.
Why?
I don't know. It's unexplainable. I don't know. I don't find them attractive. Like they're cute and everything, but I don't. I never fell in love with a Spanish guy or
Really?
even had a crush. So it's a little bit funny because I live there, right?
Yeah, but
and like food and boys
Oh,
are
but you know,
pretty essential.
that's the most important
I
thing. Oh,
I know. I have a problem actually.
wow, wow, wow.
You're so cute. That's one of the most important.
Yes, they're most important two
I
things.
know. That's why I think I fit better in Korea. I like Korean food and I like a lot more Korean boys.
Ah, Korean boys. Yeah, I think they are different. Korean boys and Spain
Yeah, for
boys.
sure. What do you think about dating Korean boys? If you're straight, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
assume.
straight and yeah, I think Korean boys are nice. They're so 뭐라 해야 되지? Lovely. I
Lovely
mean,
and
they're
gentle,
so
right?
gentle. They're so gentle.
I really love that.
And nowadays, the Korean boys are so open to everything.
I'm really happy that you told me that because I didn't speak a lot about these kind of like new generations of Korea. So I'm really happy to hear that.
It's changing now, and I think they're nice if you find good person.
Of course, of course.
And how about Spanish boy?
I honestly never dated Spanish guy.
Really?
Never in my life. It's really funny.
Oh.
So I can't really tell.
So interesting.
I can't tell from my point of view, right? And I think, as I told you, Spanish are very easygoing. But one thing that I noticed with Spanish, for example, boys, they majority of times want to be with Spanish girl.
Really?
And as I'm not Spanish, I thought that it's always a little bit like they would not take it serious. And I heard that from some of my friends that are also not Spanish.
That's why.
And I don't like that because for me that's close-minded.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I can't connect with Spanish boys. Because even if they're funny and easy and everything, at the end they are traditional. They want to marry Spanish girl and have a pure Spanish children. And I'm really not like that. Like for me, I don't care which nationality I'm gonna date. So I think that's one of the reasons. And also actually a lot of people around me never dated Spanish guys.
Really?
I mean, this is my friends group. And as you know, you're normally similar to your friends. So my micro world is like that.
Oh,
Um,
that's interesting.
one of my close friends is dating now a Spanish guy. And he is amazing and I really love him. So I'm sure just knowing their situation, I know that they're amazing guys. But it's hard to... I mean, feminism in Spain is really strong. So I know that boys treat girls very well.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah. Spanish girls do not allow... Like it's not possible that you're not treated well in most of the time.
Yes, that's nice.
Yeah, that's, to me that's always kind of important, and then everything else is taste.
So it's just your taste.
Yeah, it's just my taste. Honestly, it's not that I had bad experience or that they're bad. It's just my taste.
Just not
You
your
know,
type.
you can't really. I don't know. I don't really like their style so much. Maybe. Like I don't know. It's really simple. I love how Korean boys dress, for example. It's just I like it. What can I do? You know, it's
Yes, it's the important thing.
yeah, exactly. So when you mix all of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. They are so good at style and dressing, and I think Korean boys they know how to be 뭐지 wears clothes or style them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And they have good manners and most of the young and if they have healthy mind, they're so good.
That's really nice to know.
So you know, it's not important what nationality they have.
Yeah,
What personality is important.
correct.
Yeah.
Very true.
But I never dated the foreign
No?
boys. Actually, I'm not like I'm not hating foreign boys, but
You just never
yeah,
did
I've
it.
never
Yeah.
never thought of it, or I've never tried, or
Yeah, I think it's probably also circumstances and also a little bit your preferences,
Yes,
which is
yes.
completely the same for me. I don't hate Spanish boys, but it just never really happened. And if it happened, it was just not my thing.
yes, that's it.
So I understand that.
And you know, you are different when you are in a relationship and when you're not in relationship. Your personality a little bit different. I mean, when you're working or when you're traveling alone, you are just you. But when you are doing relationship, sometimes you change like a baby, or even though you're so independent, you become a reliant person, just like that. When I start the relationship, I like to open all my heart and do my best for my love. And I think the communication with Korean boys is easier for me. I can communicate more and
It makes sense. It really makes sense. Yeah, language in that sense, it's really important. Even though your English is great.
thank you. You too.
And you could totally, but I understand sometimes to open your deepest self you can do, like for example, you're actually interesting that you mentioned that, because I think I could also never open my true self in Spanish language even though I'm fluent.
Oh,
But
really?
I don't know, I could never really talk about my emotions in Spanish. It's just the way it is, right? Even though I'm open that if I date one day Spanish guy, that I would little by little do it. I know that I would. But as you said, it doesn't naturally happen yet, or maybe never will. And then in English, for me, it's the most natural, even more natural than my own language.
Really?
Yeah, because my whole adult life has been in English. Adult, after 18, everything else, 19, it was English.
That's why.
So, yeah.
Maybe you can go to United States.
I don't like states and I don't really like people in states, I have to say.
Why?
It's one of the things that I find them very fake.
Oh, not
And
too hard.
not really authentic and very. I mean, this is not nice thing to generalize whole continents
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
countries,
I know.
but and I have really really close friends from States. So of course, there is always exception, but generally, I feel that American culture is something I could never connect with. And I also live there, so it gives me a little bit of kind of, or I believe it gives me a little right to stay. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not, to me, not something that I like and that I enjoy.
Oh.
So yeah, I actually sometimes even on purpose avoid Americans.
I see that.
Even though I don't like, it's also a little bit racist, and I accept that we all are in some way, but I really disliked people when I stayed there for 6 months. I really disliked people.
Really?
A lot.
Wow.
They were so fake. They
Really?
pretend that they were so kind to me, and when they turned the back, they didn't care at all. They really didn't mind my emotions. They didn't mind if I needed help. Really, really taking care only of their ass. And I worked there 6 months with so many people and could not rely on even one person in 6 months.
Really?
6 months, it's a lot, I
It's
think.
a long time.
Yeah.
But no one.
So on the other hand, I was 6 months here and so many beautiful people and just randomly kind people that took care of me and that were really kind to me. So I believe we all have different also preferences and
Yeah,
as you
sure.
said, taste. I don't know, I don't like Americans are very success focused,
Yeah.
and I'm really not like that. I really don't care if you earn this amount of money and if you have if you're team lead or manager or like I really don't care. And I found that there it's very important your status. So, and I hate American food.
So unhealthy.
So unhealthy. So unhealthy. So
Maybe not with you. America.
yeah. Even though America is full of for sure cool and great people, because it's so big and as we mentioned Berlin and London and New York is also like that. I'm sure that you can find super amazing people there. But it doesn't, I don't have a big wish, honestly.
Oh, I'm so interested because I've never been to US before.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a nice experience, and I wouldn't. I'm for sure gonna go back, especially New York.
Oh, New York, yes.
Other places I don't have a big wish, like LA and Miami, and like I didn't really like. Not like it didn't impress me, but New York is amazing. Like I could definitely.
You want to visit New York again?
I would definitely go if I go back to the States. I would go to New York.
Oh, because they are open and so different culture.
Yeah, it's a very
Free?
it's a mixture of a lot of things and I think a very cool city. I mean, I was also a lot younger back then. I was 19.
So young.
So young.
19. Oh.
So I'm sure that now I would have different mindset because back then I was a baby.
Yes.
And I think every place has its own uniqueness. It's just somewhere you want to come back, somewhere not.
Yeah, and as growing up, your mindset changes.
For sure.
Maybe if you come back States again, you can change your mind.
Could be, and I'm always open to change my mind actually,
Yes.
especially when it's from negative to positive. I would love that to happen. And one of my friends, he's from San Francisco and lives in LA. So I always tell him he's the only person that can make me come back to America. And I would love to visit him and to really, meet his part of the friends and family. And for sure, after that, I would love it. I'm really sure because I adore him and he's such a nice person. So I definitely always love to leave space to change for the better.
Hope you like America again. You don't have to, but
Yeah, exactly. It's also okay to not pressure because as you spoke, you don't have to like everything. I think it's also
Sure.
part of the beauty of life.
it's important that you have to know what you don't like.
Yes, exactly. Equally important as what you do.
Yes. I can see that you don't want the fake things,
Yeah.
artificial things.
Yeah, I really like people who are true to themselves and that they are comfortable to share that. And that are not obsessed about achieving something that society puts pressure on us. And trust me, I was also like that in one period of my life. I think we all are partially. But yeah, I like people who are honest.
Me too. Who are fake. I don't want to say they're bad, but it's
I
hard
think
to.
you can't trust them. And honestly, for me, if I can't trust a person, there is nothing we can do together. Right?
It doesn't matter if you meet them as a co-worker
Yes,
or
yes.
just nearby, you know that.
Yeah.
This neighborhood is fine. It's fine. It's their way to live their life. But when you want to get a little bit communication or relationship, it's hard.
Yeah, I think trust is maybe the fundamental for every relationship.
Yes.
And when you don't have that, for me it's like, can we plant a flower without water? No. Right? Like you cannot do it. It's an essence to me, at least.
Wow. Yeah, perfect example.
Right?
Yes.
I was looking at the plant, so it came to my mind.
Wow. So smart. You're so smart. Yeah, the trust thing is everything. Today, listening to you, I really wanted to go United States before, but now I want to visit Madrid.
More than States.
I'm I'm a little bit
I'm-
afraid.
I'm selfishly
going to-
happy for that. I mean, I'm sure that you would find space interesting because going to any different continent, it really is a whole new experience. So I would never in my life discourage someone only because. And honestly, it was really important part of my life that I was in States, and it helped me mature. It helped me understand life. It's just that I didn't bond with any person from there, but it's also part of life, and not always you bond, right? With place or with the people. So I think, and if you ask me now, would I do it again? I would. It's
Really?
not that I would change and delete it. Never, never, never. And it was actually really, really cool 6 months of my life.
You're open to it still.
So I would not it's not the point that one should not do it. Even I say that to my sister and brother because they never want to go because they know my story. But I always say, if you have a wish, it's your own journey. Go and find your own. And maybe like you enter states and first person you spoke about is, I don't know, your soulmate. You never know, right? So life is so unpredictable.
Yes. Before you do it, you don't know.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't like party.
Partying?
Body.
Mm-hmm.
France. Paris. Paris, the city.
You didn't like Paris? That's
Because
okay.
I've been to Paris twice,
Okay.
but both wasn't pleasant because of the people were
Okay.
not that nice,
But
you know.
a lot of people say that. A lot of Europeans also say that.
Yes.
It's like a pretty, but yeah.
So a little bit.
I think I understand what you mean.
Do you like Paris?
I like it, but